Hi, my name's Chris Rose. I'm a Fox consultant and also employee of Fox, and today I'm going to talk to you about loading braid onto a reel. I've done a lot of shows over the years, and this is quite a common question. Thing is, with braid, it can be quite expensive, and so in our personal range we do a 150 metre spool. This helps with obviously the cost, but the problem you have then is, but obviously the braid you've got will not fill up a spool completely. So this is how I actually load a spool. First of all, what I do is I get the submerge in this case. This is a 20-pound sinking braid. I unravel it from the spool and put it into a bucket of water. I then put it through the butt ring of my rod and start to wind it onto the actual spool. You notice I haven't actually tied it at this point because you don't need to, but it'll become apparent later on. Keeping your finger and thumb further up the rod and with the braid through it, just wind the whole lot on. Because you're running the actual the braid through water in the bucket, you won't burn your fingers as this is going through. This might take a little while. There you go. Right, all your braid is actually on your spool now. Now what I'll do is I'll take I've got some Warrior 15-pound mono here, and what I'll do, I'll put that in the bucket, pass the line through the butt ring again, and then tie your two lines together. What I like to do here is what I'll normally use for like a shock leader knot. Right. Just trim off the edges. I promise you, when you come to actually spool up your other reels, it won't be so time consuming. Now what I'll do is load the mono on top of the braid. It's very important with braid not to overfill your spool, because what basically happens, especially if your line's wet straight away on the first cast, you just get like an overspill and a bird's nest will appear. So when I get to the correct position, I'll show you when. Right. That's exactly where we need it to be, just underneath the lip, especially with braid, like I said. At this point, all you do, take it out like that, take that spool off, put that in the water now, run it through your butt ring again, and then basically what you would do is reverse it onto this spool. But what you do is when you get to the point of where the actual mono is changing to the braid, get yourself a little bit of card, hold it up against the line, and then just mark on the edge of the spool. This then will help for the next time, because what you'll have to do then, you won't have to go through the procedure I've just gone through. Providing you're using the same braid every time you re-spool, and it's the same thickness and everything, it'd be perfectly fine. What you do then is just wind straight on with your mono, keep an eye on it. When you get to the point of where you know you've got enough mono on there to cope with the braid, simply change over to your braid and wind in and complete it.